In this video, we're going to talk about the shocking way to beat a DUI while driving all over the road. So stay tuned.
This was a bad neighborhood.
I'm Adam Rossen, founder and CEO of the Rossen Law Firm. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the shocking ways you can beat a DUI by being all over the road. Now, you just saw a clip of my two hooligan children driving all over the road in their little Jeep buggy, right? Okay, so I want you to think about that, have that in your mind as I'm talking about DUI on this video. So you might say to yourself, well, Adam, what do you mean? If I'm all over the road, then clearly I'm guilty and nothing can be done. Well, let me tell you, in Florida, that couldn't be further from the truth. So the state of Florida has a rule that it's called failure to maintain single lane. It's basically, it's a traffic citation, okay? And what that's talking about are the people that are drifting and weaving and basically just moving from lane to lane. And when you dive deep into that law, it basically says two things. Number one, if the person is drifting and weaving all over the road, if they affect other traffic, then they can be stopped for that immediately. So if I leave my lane, drift, and cut you off and you jam on your brakes, well then that would be a legal stop. Okay, we're looking at the Fourth Amendment here, okay, for illegal searches and seizures. So if the police stopped me because they saw me cut somebody off or drifting and weaving and causing other cars, maybe 3 or 4 cars, to go really slow because they were worried about me, well, then that's a valid legal stop, okay? The police did the right thing. But without any other traffic being affected, they can't do that unless there's one exception. And that exception means that the police need to believe that the driver is either ill, sick, tired, or impaired. And then it falls under what's called the community caretaking function. Okay? And the cops know this rule and they use this to get around having to wait for other traffic to be affected. But just because they say that they stopped somebody using their community caretaking function doesn't mean they actually did. So in a lot of these cases, the police might say that, but then when we start questioning them, cross-examining and diving deep into the case, we realize that, hey, they never called fire rescue, right? How do we know? Because we pull their dispatch audio and we listen to them talking on their radios, or we get the body camera footage and they never once mentioned fire rescue. So how can you believe that somebody's sick or tired or is having a medical emergency if you never bother to call fire rescue, right? A lot of them use that as what we call as a pretext to make the stop. And that is, illegal under the Fourth Amendment. Another example would be when we see on body camera, the cops stop somebody and they go up, the window gets rolled down, and then they immediately start peppering the person with questions about where are you going, where are you drinking, how much have you had to drink? And there is no community caretaking in that situation. They're just looking for a DUI because of their hunch, and that's what they just jumped right in to do. So there's so many examples that we have, and the best DUI lawyers know that drifting and weaving or swerving cases can, not always, but can be beaten in a lot of circumstances. What happens if you were just looking and texting on your phone, right? Or fuddling around maybe with GPS or something on your dashboard, and that's why you were drifting a little bit, but the cops just automatically jump right in and just, they make assumptions without any valid proof of those assumptions, and then they come back and they write in their police report, yeah, well, I was worried that the person was sick. And not a single question was asked about the person being sick or about the person being tired, or hey, are you having chest pains right now, sir? Maybe you're having a heart attack, right? No, we rarely ever see or hear any questions like that from the police in those kind of stops. So we've had many clients over the years that have been drifting, weaving, maybe a little swerving, just like those two hooligans you saw earlier, okay, all over the road, hitting the curb, on the grass, all over the place without any disregard for anybody else, that have been able to be beaten. So I don't, you're watching this, right? I don't want anybody to think, well, I'm absolutely screwed, okay? When you hire the right criminal defense and DUI defense firm, anything is possible. So this is one of the most common ways to beat a DUI. And the reason is once the judge agrees with us and says that your Fourth Amendment rights were violated, everything after that violation is gone. It's called fruit of the poisonous tree. So if it's done at your very first interaction with police, meaning the reason that you were stopped, then there is no odor of alcohol, there is no bloodshot watery eyes, there is no stumbling, slurring, falling, poor performance on the physical exercises, and there is no breath test, blood test, urine test, or anything like that, because everything after that you were stopped is gone and fully suppressed. So that's the best type of motion that we can ever file. It's called a stop motion. And again, these stop motions are fantastic. It's not going to work in every single case. Okay, every single case is different, but I can tell you this is something major that a lot of people don't realize or don't think about. So another one of the many reasons why you need an expert criminal defense and DUI defense team that has board certified attorneys, that teaches CLEs and knows what they're doing, for all the little intricate details about a crime as complex as DUI. Okay. Hopefully you folks enjoyed this video. Hopefully you folks enjoyed those two hooligans. If you see them driving around, especially those two, stay away because they're dangerous. They're my children. And if you have any questions at all whatsoever, give me a call, 754-206-6200. Ready?
Yeah. Look to the right and then look to the left. Look here. Put that all the way, just your eyes.
5, 5th floor. That's where the most dangerous criminals go. 5th floor. Yeah, you might look cute, but we know there's a devil inside.
Where's mommy?
You're going to jail, mister.
Where's mommy?
Disturbing the peace, drinking on the job, resisting arrest.
Ooh, I like spinning.
Okay. Really?